Right then, what an interesting film, intriguing film. Mulholland Drive. Well, you have to have a good 2 to 3 watches of this film to really get the idea of what's going on. I think I've got it. Not only that side of the main part of the plot or narrative, if you'd like, but the second side to it, which is heavily occult. You got your old familiar cube there, your black cube of Saturn, on the North Pole of Saturn. I think I've spoke about this before. I don't need to really remind you. You should know about it by now. It's the same ones used in religion. Have you noticed these little circles going around it? Like the Muslims walking around it in Mecca and all that kind of shit. And the worship of Saturn and all that. Yeah, pay close attention. Anyway, let's have a look at the red and the blue themes, of course. This is all linked to the same kind of stuff. It's red and blue, red and blue of masonry and all that. Your red and blue police lights. Wee 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 wee. The police wearing black. All of that fun stuff. But anyway, I'll try. I don't know if you feel. I don't know. I'm going to give you some spoilers here, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Fuck it. Basically, that's Diane or Diana, which is also again equated or symbolised by the moon goddess. Princess Diana is also sort of Isis. Not those ones in the desert, the fake ones, the hoax ones, but it's actually a pagan sort of goddess. Yeah. Anyway, where am I going? I'm digressing. Anyway, basically, she wants to be like her. She's in love with her because she's obsessed with her celebrity status. Okay, now she is shagging the director of this movie she wants to be in, all of that kind of carry on. And basically, she wants to be her. She's in love with her, all this, and she's jealous. Green with envy. Green in the background, but green with envy with the. I think she's called Celine. Can't quite remember correctly. I think she is called Celine. Anyway, 3/4 of the movie is basically Diane's fantasy or dreamlike state where she is her. And this is the brilliant part of the movie. Like the first literally 3/4 is all a fake mirage. It's all bullshit. It's beautifully personified when it comes to a close, like the dream ends sort of thing. When they go to a stage show, this character, protagonist Celine, takes Diane to a stage show, and basically the guy on the stage is saying, look, it's all an illusion, nothing here is real. It also goes into depth about the satanic or dodgy elements in Hollywood. This is personified in a scene where you can see that the singer is singing, and literally she dies while she's singing the song, and she dies and the music goes on because it's miming, it's an illusion, yeah. And she's basically dead. 2 people carry her off the stage and the music is going in the background, and it's her voice because she's been singing for about 2 minutes. She dies, it's her voice still going. Alright, brilliantly done. And it's literally symbolising that all of these characters in Hollywood are merely puppets used for this kind of satanic fucking game show that they've got going on. And they literally carry her off the stage and the show must go on, of course. And it does. So literally it's emphasising that all of these actresses and actors are just merely pawns and puppets. Okay, now I want to go into some of the more occult references. Below threshold kind of stuff. This key, notice it's blue, because you've got to keep the blue and the red theme, of course. Yeah. Have you noticed that it's God, how did I say that bloody word? It's a hexagon shape, yeah? That hexagon, if you draw 3 lines, creates a cube, yeah? It's always the same fucking pattern. And again, you've got your red and the blue. Now, this is in Diane's fantasy world, where she is called Betty. And Coco, in the real world, is actually the director's mother. But in this world, she's a different character. Very intriguing, this part. Yeah, we got your red and blue again, and your cube. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, oh look, there's a cube and red and blue again. Of course, it's all to do with Saturn, satanic elements of the control system, and Hollywood, yeah, the Holly, the Magi, the staff of the Magi, wizards and fucking spells and bloody casting magic spells over you. Bit intriguing at this part where Diane or Betty's fantasy comes to an end, and it's all about going through the cube again. See the Saturn reference, the father of all lies, which would be, illusions or fake reality, which is of course all orchestrated via this cube. When you're wearing your Nike trainers and all that, you're wearing the fake, because it's just a pair of trainers, but you buy into the illusion that it's more powerful than another pair of trainers that might be high tech or a no-name brand, right? So it's all going into the cube, and this can be symbolized as your Pandora's box, because it opens. It is a box, it's a cube, and when it's opened, you go into it, and then you have your fake reality, which you all worship, because it's all boxes, screens, and garbage. Now here's David Lynch. That's an interesting name, Lynch. With the one eye symbolized or covered, or either cover it or highlight or whatever, but it's the same eye that's on the bottom of Saturn, which would be this fella. This is at the bottom of Saturn. Now at the top you have this fella, which is your cube. That's a hexagon, yeah? But if you draw 3 lines in any location, you will find it formulates a cube, yeah? So to draw a conclusion to my little whatever you want to call it, this is a great film. It exposes a lot of the skullduggery going in Hollywood. Not only that, it has esoteric occult themes behind it. The narratives going on with Saturn, the occult, there's kind of seedy aspects of it, greed, envy, all of these horrible conditions that the human race suffers from. I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't, if you want to question it or bring some different kind of perspectives to what I've spoke about, well, feel free by all means. But yeah, that's about that. I'm done here. But cheers anyway.